And good evening. Today we are pleased to be shared to be with one of us, Daniel. He works with Next Step, and we'll be glad if he can introduce himself and tell us more about himself and all that he does. Yeah, welcome.
Hey, thank you very much, Frida, for this opportunity to talk about myself and what I do. I appreciate it. So, I'm Daniel Ngugi. I'm the head of inclusion and development at Next Step Foundation. And basically, I'm very passionate about disability inclusion, especially in the area of work. So, disability inclusion at the workplace, and especially empowering persons with disability through digital skillings. As I'm passionate about tech, I have a background in IT, as I did a degree in IT, and also have a passion for impact, what tech can do to impact people's lives. So basically, at Next Step Foundation, my work basically is to work with a team to make sure when we are doing programming, it's inclusive. It actually prioritizes persons with disability, people from marginalized areas, and the minority groups. So what are these communities? So persons with disability, of course, you can talk about the people with mobility challenges who are either using a wheelchair or a crutch or having an amputation. And then there's visually impaired who are either low vision or completely blind. Then there's the deaf who can be completely deaf and mute, or deaf but someone can speak. And then you have the neurodiverse. Talk about the autism people, ADHD, dyslexia, and the likes. How do you incorporate these people? So my work revolves around supporting the team to make sure that they set the right accommodations for these people. How do they come in? Where are they? So I forge partnerships with various disability organizations, from grassroots organizations to global organizations, to identify persons with disability who we recruit, and then we assess their disability, and also we assess their skill set so that they qualify for training. And basically the trainings that we do, we make sure that before it starts, the class is inclusive. So it can either be a hybrid class where someone can either attend physically or online. There's a sign language interpreter, there's a technical mentor. We also make sure that they get support for transport, and we also have provision for food for them to come food for our training. And of course, then you also have to make sure that the class is inclusive. What I mean is that they are from various backgrounds. So you have people with disabilities and without disabilities. The reason for that is because we want to create a universal class, or a universal design of a class where everyone is learning from each other. So people who have never interacted with a disability, it's a chance for them to learn about disability. And for persons with disability who have never had a chance to interact and socialize with people without disability, that becomes a very good class. So a person coming out of that class is a complete person who can actually not only compete in a workplace or a competitive space, but also can also thrive in terms of working with a team, can also be able to speak, can also be very confident and all that. But also additionally, I think what we also do is I also forge partnerships with various corporate organizations and various development partners. And currently I serve as under the secretariat for Kenya Business Disability Network. And basically what we do is we convene employers, we bring them on board, we talk about disability inclusion, how their journey has been. We build confidence with employers so that they can employ persons with disability. Things like, what is reasonable accommodation? What does the law say about reasonable accommodation? What are the incentives that are there? Are there tax rebates? does KRA support, and all that. It's very, very important for employers to understand, so that you have a very holistic and impactful program. So supporting the team internally to make sure the program is inclusive on all the projects, and also working through transitioning, making sure that persons with disability are linked to various job opportunities through the networks that we create. So I support the team like that. And also majorly what I also do beyond Next Step Foundation, I'm a disability rights advocate. So I work with grassroots organization where we do various initiatives to support persons with disability within the community, and also the caregivers. So coming up with programs and empowerment programs and all of that, I mentor organizations such as what I call community-based organization, which is run by person with disability. I work with various organizations under disability fraternity to support. I also I'm part of the caucus for persons with disability, where we lobby and advocate for laws and policy change through convening and sharing policies that actually align with the UN CRPD protocols and the UA protocols on disability inclusion. So we do that with various stakeholders within the space. We share with Parliament. We share with various policymakers for policy changes. I also part of a network called Action for Children with Disabilities, where we speak with special needs practitioners from primary, high school level to university level, even lecturers, where we talk about policy in the education sector and how special education needs to be prioritized in terms of funding, in terms of support, and also in terms of schools. But Daniel, as a person, is a family man. I'm married. I have a wife, 3 kids, and I'm passionate about family. So most of the time when I'm not working, I'm hanging out with my kids and watching a movie or going out somewhere and chilling. So that's basically Daniel in a nutshell. I know I can speak in a location. Yes, and thank you very much.
Yeah. All is not lost for people with disability. You had, you know, it's so inspirational that, you know, we have such a high valued person who is actually disabled himself and still working so hard to lift, include people with disability. So what I want to tell the people with disability, that you see, disability is not inability. So actually you can actually make it. Reach out to, we'll share us a line where you can reach out to Next Step Daniel, so that you can be able to help many people, since they are giving programs for education, all that we can assist and they can mentor us more.